Hello, ladies, gents, and all the bots I've paid to up my view count. We return to Spelunky. It is the 17th of October. Let's rob some shopkeepers very, very poorly. Alright, let's do our standard approach of not picking up a shotgun. I was way too high on my chair. I had to install a high chair in my computer. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting the V-Sync. Every time, it just doesn't fail. It doesn't fail. Every time I don't test beforehand of, okay, how does Spelunky look today, is the time that I get graphical issues. At least there's no input lag, so that's good, but this V-Sync thing is going to bother me the entire way, and you cannot see it, you can never see it, but it's there, it's not in my head. It's real. And it's pissing me off. Anyway, it's the daily challenge of Spelunky. Don't really have Spelunky in my mind too much these days because I'm just jumping into spikes on 1-1 because I didn't really feel like doing the daily challenge anyway. Let's go into adventure mode. This game, I have done the daily challenge far too many times. It is old hat. The high score is just such done and over with accomplishment. Let's simply go into adventure mode because it's the far more interesting mode to play this game. Thankfully, I committed suicide 100% on purpose, so that way I can simply go into adventure mode and have a lot less pressure on my shoulders. So no longer looking for money, all I'm doing is looking for adventure, just like that classifieds ad. 35-year-old handsome and successful man looking for adventure. Please, no dogs. This is a reference to the IT department. How was it? The IT crowd. Absolute best comedy ever created in the entirety of the human race. A complete tragedy that they never made more episodes. Nothing else to say about that other than to express my disappointment in their inability to create more. Why is it though that the human brain always requires more? It's like, it's the first thing that you always ask for. I am done watching this thing I enjoyed. I need more of it. It's like, can you just be thankful for the incredible entertainment you got? Can you just say, this satisfied my craving. I'm satisfied now. I'm good to go. I guess it's the same principle that drives us to pig out until we literally cannot fit any more food. You thought you could get me, you scumbag. Until we literally cannot fit any more food. It's the same principle that drives us to gluttony. It's the same thing that we will constantly just shove food in our faces. We'll shove content into our faces until we cannot take anymore. It's not just having a little bit that sates our craving. It's not enough. A little bit of entertainment, that's never enough. Must have all the entertainment. Must have 1 billion points of entertainment until we cannot have any more. Nothing makes us laugh anymore because we're just numb to the stimuli. Is it stimuli or stimuli? I'm going to say stimuli because I am not a pretentious piece of garbage. So there you go. There you go. That is my current nugget of wisdom that I got for you. I was in the middle of saying, just shove this shotgun up your butt. Hey, I thought that we had destroyed every... I thought that we had rescued Major Stupid. But I guess not. I just didn't want to use a rope to get out of here, but I'm going to have to use it anyway. Oh no, I'm not. Alright, it's all good. But that was in that life before that we had. That we threw into the garbage. Now we have a nice opportunity to please Callie. Major Stupid facilitated our incredible praise. We have no shopkeeper. I don't need no tools of destruction. I have my own bare hands. They're the most dangerous weapons ever conceived by humankind. By people kind. I apologize. Actually, I say humankind, so there was no need to apologize. Oh, jeez, this guy is pissed. I need to apologize for mansplaining. Now I'm mansplaining. If I had seen mankind, I would be in hot water. There you go. The man is now pissed. He's going to very carefully. That's not going to. That was the silliest way to do it. Hey, Jesus! Slight moment of panic. Slight moment of panic. I don't know why I'm doing it like that, but it's just fancy. It just looks nice. Anyway, don't have even video games. True story, true facts. I have not played any video games this week. I don't think I've played any video games since freaking Sunday. And even then, I barely touched the video gaming apparatus. So I've just been slaving away, man. Slaving away. I'm shooting for this Friday to start that crowdfund campaign. And I don't think I'll make it, but I'm setting that as a goal to, you know, light a fire under my butt so that I will actually work on it tirelessly. As opposed to, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. No. I'm going to give myself that deadline so that at the very least, I will do the absolute best that I can possibly do. Let's get into this dog so we can launch the release of The Last of the Wicked. And it's going to be wonderful. My goal, the stated goal of this campaign, I want to sell 100 books. If we get to selling 100 books, I'm going to be super happy with it. Everything else that happens after that will be gravy. I will count it as a horrendous failure. If I cannot even get to 100 books, that will be just freaking humiliating. I was trying to get that debris to the powder keg, but I guess I can simply, you know, just use explosives to solve my problems like I often do. Do it like that. Kaboomo! I have no idea why this one exploded. Did anything get even close to that one? Was it just the screen shake that set it off? Oh, weirded out. What just happened? So I've been just updating the website, which is a pain in the ass because, you know, my knowledge of HTML is stupidly rusty. There is just nothing left in my noggin, so I had to relearn even what CSS stands for. It's been an ordeal, man. An ordeal to get the things that I want, the way that I want them to look like. Oh, I could have used Adam to piss off this fellow, to get rid of him. That spikes from the daily challenge, that was 100% was the fault of the VSync, problem that I have. And it wasn't my incompetence, it wasn't me completely overlooking basic elements of the construction of the level. It's alright, we're going to catch this guy. It's not happening. Well, that is not exactly what I wanted. Then I jumped to grab the bullets. That was perhaps slightly less than optimal play from my part. Not terribly happy about it. Like, you could even argue this is all self-sabotage, but it's not. I wish I could blame my incompetence on a diabolical plan to not get stuck in a 2-hour daily challenge scenario. But no, it's just plain old I suck balls kind of thing. The VSync thing is truly distracting me though. I wonder why that happens, because it's totally random. Like I've given up on trying to figure out a pattern or a reason why it happens. And again, you're not seeing it, but I am. It's there. It's just whatever the engine decides to do this day. Like it makes no difference. The programs that I've opened before, any configuration, I haven't touched anything in the settings of the video card of nothing. Nothing has been changed. Sometimes there's a horizontal line that makes me miserable. All the stuff. It is possible that I may be in cocaine withdrawal. I have been trying to kick off the habit, and that does make it so that I am a lot slower to react to things. It's just a matter of getting used to my normal brain functions. I've been relying on cocaine for so long. It's just like learning to live again. So I hope that you can excuse me. I mean, I'm not trying to use my crippling cocaine addiction as an excuse to play bad Spelunky, but I think I should let you know about it. I should let you know about it. But pat my back because it's been a whole 3 days without it. I didn't used to go 3 minutes without it, so hopefully you can cut me some slack. Okay, friendo. This is going to happen. Oh! Isn't this adorable? You appear to be really mad, Mr. Shopkeeper. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Since like you got your face stuck in the bind. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? Oh, poor Shopkeeper! All right, let's get in here and also grab. Major Stupid. This is all going to work out now that I have done the proper treatment of the evils of this world. How do I get in there without wasting resources? Well, you don't. You just waste a bunch of bombs. Probably have to use a rope too. Stupid. We'll get back up there. Try something awesome. That is underwhelming. Alright. There's a key over there. There's a Cali. There's a... I don't want that shotgun anyway. I didn't fail to pick it up. I didn't want it subconsciously, so that's why I didn't take it. Let's carry on to the exit. And all the worlds beyond. I'm pretty sure I have fragmented my commentary to smithereens by now. I was telling you about making that website. Holy crap. What a ton of pain. And it's just a really simple looking, really functional website. I mean, I do want it to look nice, but it's not like I'm doing anything weird or fancy. I'm not doing like, oh, scrolling menus and then it's on a timer and then it swipes to other places. I mean, no, it's just static display, static website. The one that I have right now, but better. That's about it. You know, not even better, just updated, just changed so that it can be refreshed. It can feel like it's a fresh experience to go into israelbarbusano.net. I forget why it's not .com. There's a reason for it, I forget it. It wasn't like I planned it. It wasn't like it's what I wanted. There was some issue that I messed up. And as a result, I couldn't use .com anymore. Cannot tell you what the hell happened there, but let's open up the area for this guy. We're going to jump over here. It's alright, we got this. Oh yeah! Ultimate duel. Just carve his skull into 1,000 holes. Alright, let's get out of here. I've had enough of this place. But that's not the only thing. Like, that's taken me way longer than it should have. But that's not the only thing I've been up to. There's, like I said earlier, in a different episode, a different daily challenge. This is where I unload all my frustrations in the daily challenge. Just tell you everything that's been in my mind and all the madness that I've had to put up with. Madness, such as designing a bookmark. The ordeals that I have to go through. Actually, that hasn't even been done because it's super easy. Like I tried to do the hard stuff first, and the tiny details can be left for later. You know, the big projects such as redesigning a whole website. I want to get that done earlier. It's alright. We just need to do something like this. Look at that. That second bomb is going to be amazing. Oh! Amazing planning skills. I am the greatest. Alright, all this money for no reason. We do have this Mattock. Yeah! I could have used that spider. That was silly. It's alright, Adam. How about we get you out of that bind, huh? You're stranded over there. Look at that. Completely undisturbed. We can put you right here and ask you... Oh, can you get there? You can't get there! Alright, let's get this Mattock again. Nothing better than to crush somebody's hopes as they reach out their hand for their freedom. It's nothing better in this life. Alright, nothing down here. Oh, hello, my good test subject and volunteer for the ultimate horrible fate that will befall you. He was just asking me. He's just standing there. Please sacrifice me. That's what John was telling me. Do it now. My life is forfeit. That's all the things that he said. That I interpreted his blank, dead stare. I don't see no black market. Well, let's get in there just in case. It's in the corner. Why not? Let's get in there. And now I'm blanking out on this stupidly long to-do list, but it really is such a load of garbage. Just accounts. Went out there and became a real adult by getting a business account. Went to the bank. It took forever. These people don't have a streamline. I guess not a whole lot of people going to the place and say, hey, I want to open a business account, because holy crap, they take a long ass time. And then a man on the phone with an Indian accent. I could barely understand what he was saying. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying my experience. I could barely understand what this man was asking me, so it took forever. Oh, well. It's alright. It's alright. We just need to take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. And just watch him get murdered. Get wrecked. It was all part of the plan, so that we could include the amazing pre-digestion. Because there's nothing more satisfying than watching people get eaten. Oh yeah, these plants are my allies. They're team players. I'm very happy to have them on my team. They will never eat me. They will never turn around against their master. It's all part of my incredible cannibal cabal. It's a cannibal cabal. And you are invited. The only price is to let me have a nibble of your finger. That's it. And then you're invited forever to partake of all the victims. What is a finger compared to the amazing feast that we will indulge in? It will be wonderful. Shaki. Oh, we have a dude in the vault and a black market entrance somewhere. But my bomb count is kind of low now, so how do we be a little bit more judicious where I put these bombs? Where is it? Is it in the... I think it's inside there. So let's see if we can narrow down the search by going this way. Huh. It must be like under the vault. Huh? It's sticking here too, but very, very faintly. Wow, what a terrible location. I wish I hadn't spent so many bombs killing all my enemies. It could be on top, but it could also be on the bottom. I think I need to take this risk. I don't think we're going to get to this black market. Look at this, no ticks. It's not even close. It's pretty sure it's right under the vault. Spend another bomb there. Cannot use another. I cannot use another to get rid of this guy. Because we are on our last. Yeah, I don't think I could have done it differently with the bombs that I had. If I had realized, of course, that we would be in this situation, I wouldn't have been spending them so freely. I think one more stump will do it. But maybe we still have a good chance when we get to the bottom of that vault. Let's get this ghost out of my anus. And go down there. Oh yeah. Going to be massive. Get into that black market, please. It's really close if it doesn't discover it. Yeah! Wonderful. Let's go in there with bare hands because I'm afraid of nothing. Let's go in there and find a swift death at the hands of the lunatics. immediately they get triggered because of the savage that they were trying to tame. They cannot tame Grunk. It's too damn rebellious. It's too awesome. It will not be held back by some filthy slave drivers. Do they all go to the other side? Are they trolling me? Making sure that I yeah, I guess they stayed on the other side. Oh jeez, that's right. These people shoot. I always forget that if they're holding a shotgun, they will turn around and shoot you. Forget it every time. Is it free now? Just walk slowly. He will free himself when he starts shooting. So you don't really want to get any closer. Let's just leave him be. Here's Grunk, our man on the inside. Get rid of him for no reason other than to give him a proper burial. Tick. All right, it's all good. Now we can we can bombard these anuses from the top. Oh, don't get too close though. I think that's a poor choice. What I just did. Want to drop all the way down? No. It's dangerous. You know what? Let's do this on 2 stages, okay? We do that, and then we do this. Oh, amazing. And that's why the pitcher's mitt sucks. Because it's so infuriating not being able to do that. Okay, and now we can just relentlessly bombard these weirdos. The Yang Shi has decided to volunteer to die. Somehow this guy, still alive, still kicking, still being a pain in my anus. One of those will catch. Never gets old. To make my enemies eat my bombs. Just like when I hold down the nerds into the toilet and I shit on their heads. Never gets old. Yeah, there's still a guy here. Would you? One of those will work, right? It didn't. Where is this weirdo? Oh, he went down. Alright, we got this under control. Don't worry about it. We got this under control. We just need to... Wow. Good reaction times, yeah. I'm into the groove of it now. I would have been killed if it was a daily challenge. But now, an amazing reaction time. You cannot stop me anymore. I want to get rid of Boomerang Man, even though there's no reason to go into that corner. Oh boy. I have a confession for you. I have a confession. And for some reason this makes me feel guilty, even though it's kind of been like a life goal. When I was a kid, not even a tiny kid, but actually, yeah, from my earliest memories of being a computer nerd, I was like, man, when I have enough money, I'm going to get the absolute top of the line. And I'm going to have the most amazing computer that has ever been conceived. Then, you know, when you're older, you actually have some money. You realize, ooh, the top of the line will run me $10,000. So I think I'm going to pass on that top of the line thing because, you know, you get to a certain point where it's completely pointless. Because the top of the line is not the absolute best graphics card. The top of the line is having 3 graphics cards in there with the Intel Opteron or whatever, Intel Opteron or whatever it's called. There's these new hard drives that you plug into the graphics card slot. Anyway, long story short, I got myself a very high-end set of new components, and I spent a few days putting this computer together because I'm quite the enthusiast. I do like to put things together. I've never gone into liquid cooling, but I got all the components, got a new case to start with, and then filled it up. You put the power supply in there, no cables yet. It's modular, so you can plug in any cables that you like. You put in the power supply, you put in the motherboard. Make sure that you can put the... thankfully the case has a slot for the back of the back plate of the motherboard. It's an Intel system, so you have to install this back plate and to have the CPU and the cooling solution. What? How dare you? Stay alive and stay awake. The drugs I gave you should have lasted much longer than that. It's a nice hybrid, like pre-done circuit of cooling with a radiator that you put it with a fan in the back. I feel it's the most hassle-free way of do liquid cooling that you can possibly do. Otherwise, I just don't want to mess with it. That reservoir and all that shit. It's like, ugh, too much work. Too much work. Not worth it. But did all that, put in all the nonsense, all the different components, got the 5 freaking hard drives in there, and you might say, holy shit, you used 5, why do you need 5 hard drives for? Bitch, you must not be a YouTuber. I don't need 5, but I would say 4 is definitely something you want as somebody that does recordings. Because you need, I mean, you don't need it, but you definitely should have at the very least a dedicated hard drive for your operating system. So that way, if you need to reinstall Windows, you're not destroying anything else. It's just the operative system. It's all that you put in there. The Mohead was here, right? Let's just blow ourselves up. It's all you put in there. Then you have a hard drive for your game library. You want a separate hard drive for just recording the footage that I'm doing right now. This is going to its own hard drive because it's a lot of wear and tear on a hard drive. So I know that that's the one that's gonna go first. So I want to not be used for anything else other than recording temporary files that I constantly delete after I process them. I never keep the raw footage because it's just prohibitive. It's just way too much space wasted. Here's that person. It deserves death. How will we dole out death to this person? Well, it'll probably be through a series of explosions beneath his feet. The several explosives were not necessary at all, but I'm happy that I put them down anyway. Good catch, my friend. Your reward is death! Give me all this stuff. We have sacrificed ourselves. We are in a brand new place. I completely forgot that we actually have the Kapala. So we should have been harvesting blood all this time. I'm pretty damn stupid for not doing that. Man, I haven't even kept track of how long this recording has been. Only 27 minutes? I feel like I've been playing Spelunky for the last 2 hours. It's bizarre how that worked out. I mean, I'm not saying that, oh man, this is way too long, I wanted it to be over. No, I just feel like with all the restarts, I feel like I've been playing for way longer than that. But I'll believe you. Recording software, I believe you. Stupid recording software that started streaming in the middle of the night while I was just had some person talking on the background and I was doing some highly compromising stuff. Thank goodness the stream was set up to record a game window, a non-existent game window, because, you know, I was doing adulting things. I was in the middle of telling Google where to put the payments, thanks to getting that business account that I will be paying freaking taxes on, because, you know, here's my confession from here to you. I have not been telling the IRS the pennies I've been getting. I've not been telling the IRS the pennies I've been getting from book sales. And the IRS can totally look at this and take it as evidence and withhold 24% of my income from here on out. But when you start getting, you know, a decent amount, let's say it's going to amount to maybe $1,000 in the whole year from the ad money. It's not much. It's not much, but you know, it's a decent, significant chunk of cash that I get out of the YouTube ad. system, and of course, you wonderful fellas that have joined the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a great deal. Oh boy. There was a death waiting to happen over there. Somehow we've come this far without any navigational items, by the way. It's pretty damn annoying. Let's just get in there. Careful with this explosion. So there's, you know, significant amount of money, so I decided, you know, we also have that crowdfund campaign coming in, which should be at least $1,000, right? Let's shoot low. Going to get $1,000 out of that, which I will need to turn around and use to print all the copies and all that good stuff. Of course, there will be a digital version available, especially like I know that I am jumping all over the place with all the places that I go, but this is standard fare. I will go into tangents and tangents and tangents and leave all kinds of topics completely unresolved. Do you remember me talking about putting a computer together? I never told you the, quote, punchline of that entire story, which was the problem that I was going to have. Problem that I had. I was feeling so great because nothing malfunctioned. It's so easy. It's so common. I don't know if you have ever put a computer together, but something always fails. Something always fails. I think I have built one system in my life that nothing failed at all. And I could simply, okay, sweet, I can simply use it and keep on with my life without wasting my time with this garbage. Thankfully, no hardware failed, but of course, I was, you know, installing all the software as you do, all the drivers and all that good stuff. Oh, geez. Decided to update the BIOS because the motherboard software was saying, hey, there's a BIOS upgrade, you can do this and that, and it will increase stability. Oh, get wrecked, bitch! It will increase stability. It's a good upgrade. You should get it. It would not start anymore. To spend a good 2 hours flashing the friggin' BIOS, getting different versions through, of course, the... Oh, just get shot at. Getting different versions through a different computer, getting into a flash drive, putting it into the dedicated slot, flashing the BIOS again, updating it with the... Almost got blown up there. I've been pretty damn stupid. Hitting that button to update the BIOS, finally found the version. Not even reverting it to defaults. Fix the problem. It's like, oh jeez, I just borked the damn motherboard. Gonna have to take the whole thing out. I was already just dreading having to submit their motherboard for a return. But thankfully found another BIOS version that booted back up and everything seems to be working now. This is not this is still my old computer, which is still really good. But I have not, because I need to install all the software still. That's the most tedious part. You have to make everything work the way you want it. That it takes so freaking long. Oh boy. Thank you, Parachute, for saving my life. The Parachute. Always saving my anus. Thank you so much. Don't diss it. Never try that at home, kids. Never try that at home. I should be blown up to bits right now, but no. Just take chances with my life, and I care not for my fate. Oh, this man is just Splatto at the bottom of the level. I guess we just leave. There's no reason to stick around. Got an Intel i9 9900. Got, you know, a motherboard that can support all that stuff. I don't really care about motherboard models. You just look for the model that can support all your hardware that you want to put in there. Of course, you know, try to get something that is stable and has a good reputation and all that good stuff. Not impressed with the entire BIOS experience, I'll tell you that much, but other than that, it's been fine. I almost stunned myself there. I should have died there. I almost take full damage there. That would have been super dumb. Let's get this thing. Get to the exit. It's been a little too fast and loose with these falls. 32 gigs of RAM, 3200. They want to get anything faster. It's like, it's just not worth it. Oh boy. This man deserves death. There you are. Completely destroyed. What else is in there? Did not go for the top of the line because it just felt so wrong. It's like you do the research. It's like, do I want to pay an extra $500 for a 10% increase in graphical performance? It's like, no. Come on. You got the money to spend. But why would you spend that kind of cash? It's just worthless. It's just bragging rights inside of your own brain. It just feels wrong. Feels absolutely wrong to get a 2080 Ti for $1,300. Don't get me wrong. The 2080 Super that I got, still a lot of money. But not the insane. I mean, it's also insane. The 2080 Super. But it's all working properly. It's nice. I already tested the Surge 2. And it's not a very demanding game, but you know, it moves it beautifully. So I don't really have to worry about that. I almost just leave when I need to find the freaking entrance to the City of Gold. Let's go all the way up there. Because, you know, since I was a little kid, like I said, I'm like, when I got the money, man, I'm going to spend some cash and I'm going to do it. And I didn't do it. I didn't really do it because of the reasons I've already said. Getting the top of the line is just ridiculous. Unless you are a trust fund kid and have an actual $20,000 to plunk down on a system. It's insanity otherwise. And you know the best part? It is literally no joke, not even feel like I am stretching it. It truly is all tax deductible. It's all towards my business of YouTube plus writing. My side gig, pretty much. That I would like for it to be my main gig, especially the writing part. You know, writing novels, making a living out of that. But I do get literal good use out of a really good system. Like, it ain't cheap. Like, you cannot do all this nonsense, all this recording. Ugh. And put out a quality product with a potato computer, right? You do need a beefy system, and the one that I have now is more than capable. Because you've been seeing what I've been producing. While the quality of the commentary can be variable, not so the quality of the video. I think it's good stuff. Good resolution. I might even up it to 1440. I think I haven't done it because I couldn't figure out handbrake settings to get the resolution to 1440. But anyway, didn't even get to explain why you need 5 hard drives, did I? Let's just backtrack and complete all the tangents that I've left unfinished by leaving another tangent unfinished. You need 5 hard drives. You don't need them, but it's useful to have 5 hard drives. I was saying the second one, the recording temporary files. Third one is to store games, and that one is an SSD as well. All the 3 that I've mentioned, they're all SSD. The operative system, I used an M2, an NVNE. Is that the acronym? It's not an acronym. It's the initials. I forget the exact initials for it. But it's what the kind of hard drive that you just plug into the. You plug into the motherboard, into one of the graphics card slots. It takes the bandwidth of something that you would use otherwise for an additional graphics card in there. They are significantly faster. They're not like an enormous increase in performance, but it's noticeable. So it's really nice to have that just for the operative system, make sure that it works properly. Anyway, then the 2 SSDs that I already mentioned. And then I have 2 big fat hard drives. One to back up all the video files. I never delete anything of the produced videos. I do delete the raw footage, like I said earlier. But the produced videos, why am I not visiting the top of this level? I don't know, man. Did I already do that? I think I already did that. Did I already go through this? No, I didn't. Too damn involved. So one to back up, this 2 terabyte hard drive to back up all the video files, and then an additional 2 terabyte thing to just back up just information, my enormous music library, and because I'm still old school, I don't like music streaming. I just don't trust it, and I don't use it all the time when I'm out there. I like to have actual copies of the music, you know, actual files. So there's a giant storage unit in my computer for that purpose, and you know, all the documents that you normally accumulate. I also have all the enormous backup files and files and files of... Oh, this guy's still alive. He did not get destroyed. We came all the way over here without a cape, huh? Well, now we have Vlad's cape. Amazing. Yeah, this is just general story, so storage. It's just helpful to have all these things. Okay, that tangent is complete. I've explained to you why I have 5 hard drives and my reasoning behind it. Wonderful. Continuing on with the list of components in my computer, my new, wonderful, amazing new system that I have yet to use. And it's going to be glorious. It will be my main computer. It's all tax deductible. So hopefully I'll break even this year. That was my goal, to break even on income and expenditure. So that way I don't have to pay any taxes. I mean, quote unquote, don't have to pay any taxes. I am paying them in the sense of I paid taxes already for the money that I am spending right now, but then it's tax deductible on the income that is going to happen. All this adult stuff is garbage. I hate it. It's so needlessly complicated. Gotta pay the man. They gotta earn their money by asking for it. And if you don't give it to them, they demand it and then withhold it from your account. Taxation is theft. Changed my mind. Well, anyway, that's the story on that. What else did I put in there? I think that's it. Hard drives, memory, graphics card, CPU, the power supply. Also, you know, people often skimp on the power supply. Like, oh, I'll just get the wattage I need and don't look at any other features. Big mistake. Big mistake. You want a reliable, beefy, efficient power supply. There you are. Go one that I forget the actual name of it, but go one that will not draw needless power when it's on idle, which it often is. It will only draw the power that it absolutely needs. Enough wattage for that, and I think that's about it. Very much looking forward to having it all done. Not so much doing it, putting all the damn software in there, all the games with all the settings that I want. Also, very handy to have that extra memory for all the drawings I've been doing. The more that I draw, the more that I get more into it, the more I want to do it. Is, you know, one of those things, just like playing a video game that you get good at. The more that you do it, the more you want to do it because you get good at it. And just like Walter White, he enjoyed doing it because he was good at it. It's a big thing. It's a feedback loop of reward, of producing something that you enjoyed and you look at it and you feel proud of it, so you want to do it again. The feedback loop of that is happening, definitely very much happening with drawing. So I have been feeling a little bit the lack of memory, because let me tell you, man, those high resolution super giant images that I did, especially for the cover of the new book, I think that it said that it took like 5 gigs of memory to be working on that. It was chugging. It was really chugging when I was working on that towards the end, because you put all the layers in there, and you know, it takes up a lot of memory to work on big resolution files. So I had an actual legitimate reason to upgrade there, instead of just being, oh, because I won the best. You know, definitely the graphics card, I didn't need it. I definitely did not need a even better graphics card. I had right now a 1080 GTX, not the TI version. The TI version would definitely not have been upgraded. That is silly. If you have a 1080 Ti, do not fall for the trap of getting the new generation. It's just not worth it. I did all the, you know, you look into all the numbers, the benchmarks and all that stuff. It just ain't worth it. 1080 Ti is still one of the best cards you can have right now. The difference, though, between what I have right now, the 1080 GTX, and the one that I got, the 2080 Super, is quite significant. Don't think that I needed it, but I'm happy that I actually went with it. Like, it's not 100% gratuitous. I want to be punched. How dare you, sir? How dare you try to punch me? It's not right. Oh, jeez, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me. I just murdered him with ropes. It wasn't enough. Why did I do that? That was silly. All right, sir. Please don't explode this to me. You're still alive. Ah! Wonderful ending. The man immediately blew up my explosion. It made it explode into my... Damn it, I didn't backtrack for all my tangents. That's too bad. That's alright, though, because none of them mattered. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, achieve victory after you're dead.